The people I look up to always say I'm wrong. So I've never looked for affirmation from anybody. I don't need a cosign. You got your perspective. I just want to be happy. Don't you want to be happy? You, 25 years ago, had to get lucky as that 7 different people thought you were good enough, signed, distributed, get on TRL, all these gatekeepers, and then you'd have to pray that the right song was picked, not even by you and your team, by some executive that's tone deaf to the reality, and then if that song didn't pop, your career was over. Now, you make good music, you put on SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, and Instagram, and the market decides. It's the greatest era to be a musician of all time. The downside is, they give up because they value other people's opinions over their own ambition. And that's why on Instagram, if you look real carefully under the facade of my energy, I'm just trying to get people to build their own self-esteem. Doesn't matter what XXL or World Star or 5,000 comments or the 17 biggest names in the game say. It's been my biggest advantage my whole career. I've been very innovative, like in what I've done, like early to internet, early to social, so everybody says I'm wrong all the time. The people I look up to always say I'm wrong. So I've never looked for affirmation from anybody.
No, for real.
I don't need a cosign. I need a cosign from the people that are consuming my. It feels nice when Drake puts your music in his Instagram story. It doesn't hurt, but it's the end consumer. Why have you continued to grind even though you went out 5 years ago and you're starting to have your real moment now? Like, why? Because you had no other alternative? Like, what was in your head?
For one, I feel like I still ain't got to the point personally where I get put all my all into it. Like,
You didn't feel done?
Yeah, like this next album I'm finna work on, I feel like I'm finna put my all into it. A lot of the other stuff.
Why, because you taste blood in the water?
Just not even that, it's just like a lot of these projects, like you said, the industry get a hold of it, you don't have your opinion on it, they picking the songs, they doing, and I just feel like over the years, I was letting them do it because I never been signed before, so I was like, maybe they know what they talking about.
I respect that.
It's Lady Gaga at this label and all these Mariah Carey.
Yeah, you see all the gold records when you walk in, you're like, all right.
So I'm like, if y'all know what y'all had to take my stuff to the next level, then
show me.
Even though I was already on the up and up, I think my mistake was like handing my career over completely to these people and trusting them, because like you said, it's a hit or a miss. They might think they know what they talking about, but if it don't work, then it's like, oh, well, where the next artist at, So
100%.
Over the years, I just been like watching and
when they hit, it was their doing. When you miss, it's your fault.
Yes, exactly.
I know.
So that's why I started being like, let me get involved, because y'all doing stuff and it look wrong, but when it is wrong, they gonna say it's me, like you just said. So now I'm kind of like real hands-on with my project, and I really want to do it my way and put my all into it. And then if it hit the ground, then it's like, all right,
you died on your sword.
Yeah, it was me, not because I gave it to everybody else,
Accountability, good for you.
Yeah.
It is deeply my opinion that that far too many people in their 20s and 30s maximize their down payment on a home, right? Leaving them with no liquid to be able to do things with them. And if they are like me, like I said, right? And are entrepreneurial and on the offense, that there are better uses of their dollars than buying a home, because in renting a home or an apartment, they would take that theoretically, that $200,000-300,000 that they're putting down on a down payment, and they're putting it to work, whether in their business, building their brand through their ads, or investing in the stock market.
I'm a prime example real quick. So I decided after I sold my last house to rent and invest in a beverage company, and our beverage company is crushing it right now. But that's my personal opinion. My business opinion is that if it's done the right way, home ownership will always be a great investment.
Yes, but this is not a debate if it's a great investment. It's a debate of, instead of looking backwards of how it's been over the last 70 years, taking into account what the 20-year-olds of America are thinking today. So if you're Sally in rural Iowa and you're putting down $20,000, right, on a $100,000 home, and you've got my psychology, I'm fascinated based on back to your point, it doesn't have to be that big of a down payment. When the down payments are smaller, the multipliers are smaller too. So her $100,000 home, 10 years later, I'm fascinated by what happens if she pays rent instead and has that $16,000 to go to work. That's all.